Hello students, today's topic we are going to see regarding mycoplasma. Mycoplasma. Mycoplasma, the common characteristics are it's a gram-negative bacteria. It's a pleomorphic, that is neither occurs nor occurs nor rod or due to no cell wall. So it may resemble like not like occurs also, not like bacilli also. Then prokaryotes but lack a cell wall. However, they have a unique cell membrane that contains sterols, which are not present in either bacteria or virus. Motile but has no flagella. Unknown mechanism where they used to move with the help of that. The non-spore forming, non-encapsulated, then facultative anaerobic. It's not aerobic, it's a anaerobic, that is carbon dioxide dependence. Then fried egg or mulberry colonies on agar, it is present. Then mycoplasma or cell wall deficient microorganism. Cross section of mycoplasma bacteria, a common cause of atypical pneumonia. This bacteria is unusual in that it lacks a cell wall. I repeat, in cross section mycoplasma bacteria, the common cause of atypical pneumonia. Culturing mycoplasma. Mycoplasma can be cultured on liquid or solid medium. Grows optimally at 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. Medium of growth should be enriched with 20% horse or human serum. The colonies appears as a fried egg. You can able to see. Next, mycoplasma are found most often on the surface of mucous membrane. They can cause chronic inflammatory disease of the respiratory system. Example, pneumonia. Then urogenital tract and joints, they can able to infect. The common human illness caused by mycoplasma are due to infection with mycoplasma pneumoniae, which is responsible for 10 to 20% of all pneumonias. Then urea plasma. So spread of mycoplasma infection. This disease is worldwide and found in all age groups. Transmission by droplet infection. Transmission by droplet infection of nasopharyngeal secretion, either nose or from the pharyngeal secretions. Scrotum. Then spread is associated with close contact of infected person, like coughing or sneezing. Automatically, the person, those who are present nearby, easily they will get infected. Then important infection is military personals. Then even the persons recovered from infection will harbor the pathogens for 2 months or more. So the person can able to carry the pathogen for more than 2 months. Mycoplasma pneumonia. First you'll see about mycoplasma pneumonia. Mycoplasma pneumonia characteristics same. It's a gram-negative bacteria. Then reservoir are human only. Then transmission direct contact or droplet or contaminated fomites. The next toxins are none. This is most common bacterial cause of intestinal pneumonitis. Then pharyngitis and tracheobronchitis. So this is used to have infection of the lungs or the lower respiratory tract and upper respiratory tract, like pharyngitis, infection and inflammation of the pharynx. Then tracheobronchitis, infection and inflammation of the trachea and bronchi. Then wound infection, then meningitis and cerebritis. Meningitis, infection and inflammation of the meninges, the covering layer of the brain. The next subacute infectious endocarditis and acute pericarditis, the layers of the heart will be infected. Then infective arthritis, joints. Then septicemia, the infection of the blood. These are the possible disease it can able to produce. So pneumonitis or pneumonia, then pharyngitis and tracheobronchitis, then wound infection, meningitis and cerebritis, then subcutaneous endocarditis and acute pericarditis, that is related to heart, then infective arthritis, then septicemia. Clinical manifestation are generalized aches and pain, fever usually 1 or 2 degree Fahrenheit, cough usually non-productive, then sore throat, non-exudative pharyngitis, then headache is more common, then chills but not rigors, nasal congestion with crosacea, then earache, then general malaise. So respiratory spread infections moves easily among people in close contact because it spread primarily when infected droplets from the respiratory person circulate in the air due to coughing, spitting, or sneezing. Next, cardiac manifestation, arrhythmia and or ECG abnormality, conduction defects. Then congestive failure, functioning of the heart. They can't able to pump out sufficient amount of blood, so due to that possibility of heart failure. Pericarditis or endocarditis or myocarditis, that is infection and inflammation of the layers of the hearts, either inner or outer or middle. The neurological manifestation, cranial neuropathy, aseptic meningitis, then transverse myelitis, then brainstem dysfunction, dysfunction of pyramidal or extrapyramidal tract, then cerebral dysfunction, cerebrum, all the layers, maximum majority of the brain and its parts has been affected. Then musculoskeletal manifestation, polyarthralgia, multiple joint pain, then acute arthritis, then digital necrosis. Treatment are tetracyclines and macrolides, that is broad spectrum antibiotics, as well as the painkiller has to be used. And second one is urea plasma. Urea plasma same characterized as gram negative, pleomorphic, non-encapsulated, non-motile. But urea plasma non-motile. The next urea plasma ureolyticum. Some strains of mycoplasma frequently isolated from urogenital tract of human beings and animals. They are also called T strains or T form mycoplasma. They are peculiar to hydrolyzed urea, which is essential growth factor in addition to cholesterol. At present, they have been reclassified as urea plasma urea plasma urea lyticum. So mainly the urea plasma urea lyticum you can able to identify or you can able to isolate from urogenital tract of human beings or animals. Okay, so they are uh, particularly present peculiar type of hydrolyzed urea, so which is needed with the help of the cholesterol. Then urea plasma urealyticum characteristics are opportunities. This is possibility of opportunistic pathogen when reservoir are human only, transmission by sexual contact. Next disease in males, second most common cause of non-gonococcal urethritis and prostatitis and epididymitis. In females, second most common cause of non-gonococcal urethritis and cervixi. So particularly this is the secondary cause for reproductive tract infections. Pelvic inflammatory disease also more common. Infertility. And this is in both male and female, cystitis and pleonephritis. Then wound infections, then infective arthritis, then septicemia. In both male and female, there is possibility of cyst formations. Um, then as well as the enlargement or infection and inflammation of the surroundings. Then pleonephritis also present, multiple nephrons of the functions are affected. The wound infections primarily if surgical or any cuts are present, there possibility are there infection spreading more. Then ineffective arthritis, multiple joints of ineffective infection and inflammation. Then blood infections. In neonates, if you are seeing neonates, interstitial pneumonitis, pneumonia is more common, then meningitis and blood infections. Treatment or tetracycline or broad spectrum antibiotic has to be followed. Moving on to the diagnosis of mycoplasma infections. Majority of the cases are diagnosed with serological test. Excuse me. Cold agglutination test. Cold agglutination test is associated with macroglobulin antibodies that agglutinate human RBC at low temperature. So, cold agglutination test procedure, the serial dilutions of patient serum are mixed with an equal volume of 0.2 percentage washed human O group erythrocytes at low temperature. So, the clumping is observed at 40 degrees Celsius overnight. However, the clumping is dissociated at 37 degree Celsius. A titer of 1 is to 32 or is more than that is suggestive. So over a night we are going to place the patient serum. Along with that we are going to mix the O group of erythrocyte or antigen So then we are going to see that what was the reaction. So over a night with a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, over a night we are going to get, if the titer is 1 is to 32 is more suggestive, which indicates we can able to see the reading as like this. Next, streptococcal Mg test. The test is performed by mixing serial dilutions of patient serum with heat-killed suspensions of Streptococcus Mg. The sample is incubated at 37 degrees Celsius. The agglutination titer is 1 is to 20 or more. Other serological tests are immunofluorescence, then heme agglutination inhibition test, and complement fixation test. Diagnosis of urogenital infections are material from urethra, cervical, or vaginal, or centrifuged deposits of urine is added to separate vials with liquid mycoplasma. So here urine samples are taken. So particularly special devices available, that is phylogency based rapid identification of urogenital mycoplasma and uroplasma based on amplification of part of 165R RNA gene by PCR is available. Treatments are, that is, polymerase chain reaction test to check the mycoplasma in uroplasma. Then treatment are erythromycin or broad spectrum antibiotics or combination of antimicrobial therapy. Okay, so this is about mycoplasma. Thank you.